Marketer of the Day, episode 678, Crushing YouTube. How to build 100,000 subscribers and diversify your website revenue with Joseph Hogue.
Welcome back to the podcast. We have Joseph Hogue, who is a YouTube and a search engine optimization expert, back on the podcast. He has been here before at marketeroftheday.com/302, and he explained his writing schedule. I thought it was really cool. He said, at this time of day, I write. At this time of day, I do blog commenting. At that time of day, I do research. And I think that might be very helpful if you are interested in focused effort. If you know that time is limited, not just your lifetime, but time during the day. We all have a million things going on. So why not be deliberate about your focus? Why not set that schedule ahead of time? That is marketeroftheday.com/302. And Joseph is here to focus on YouTube. Think about it. How many people do you know that have a mobile phone? Well, pretty much everybody. I was thinking the other day about how we used to have a computer room in the house, and maybe you did too, but those days are long gone. Maybe you have an office or a study, but most people these days are checking the internet on their phones. They're on the go. They're at work. They're hanging out on the couch. Everyone's on their phones. And with 5G coming up, people will be watching videos more and more on their phones. And that's why it's so important for you to not just be words on a page. You need to be on YouTube. And Joseph is going to share with us how he grew his channel from 22 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers and gets 4,000 to 5,000 views per video. So if you want more attention, if you want to ride the coattails on YouTube and you don't want to get left behind, then sit up, get some notes, and pay very close attention. We are here with Joseph Hogue, YouTube expert.
Hey Robert, thanks for having me on again. The first time I was on your show, we talked a lot about some of those traditional ideas of marketing and blogging and getting your product out in front of people. And one of the things that I've learned over 5+ years blogging and a few years of YouTube and other other online businesses is that the tragic fact is it is not enough to have a great product out there. You've got to have that product and the distribution. You know, it's you can create the best online course, you can create the best ebook or product or what have you out there. And if you can't get it in front of the right people at the right time, if you can't create those marketing funnels to put it in front of people, it's not going to sell. You're not going to make a dime. So really what I wanted to focus on this time is talking about kind of the evolution of internet video and really evolving your business with YouTube and using that as not only a distribution source, but even an asset in itself. Okay, so we all know that YouTube started right around 2004, started 2006 with the Google acquisition, and it's just blown up. Video is where it's at, and like I said, as a traditional blogger, I was reluctant to get into video myself. I actually started my YouTube channel in 2015. But only as a way to host video summaries of my blog posts. So I would do a short 2 to 4 minute video summary of a blog post. I would host that on my YouTube channel and then just embed it into the blog post, trying to get just a little bit extra time on page for the blog and some of those other Google signals. And, never really saw much from it. At the end of 2017, I think I had all of about 22 subscribers, but I didn't care because, I wasn't really developing YouTube as an asset in itself. It helped incrementally with the blogs, and that's really what I wanted to use it for. But then I started getting serious about YouTube. I saw just a huge surge of traffic coming from YouTube into the blogs. And after researching and after investigating where that traffic was coming from, I found that some other YouTubers had mentioned some of my articles in their videos and were just driving massive amounts of traffic to my blogs from there. So I started thinking, maybe this video thing and this YouTube thing is actually got something to it. So I started developing that YouTube channel as an asset in itself, as a distribution platform for my products, for my blogs. And the results have just been amazing. I am continuously amazed at how many people come from YouTube to the blogs, and how much I make on YouTube itself through not only the products but through YouTube ads and organically there. I've since grown from December 2017 from that 22 subscribers to over 100,000 subscribers less than 2 years later. I'm on track to hit about 125,000 subscribers this year, and consistently hit about 4,000 to 5,000 views for every video that I launch on the channel, with some upwards of 700 and 600,000 views. So it's an amazing distribution source, and I think that one that a lot of small business owners are still neglecting, unfortunately. And I understand there's a lot of hesitancy still for video. It does take longer to produce. It still takes more resources, but it is something you just cannot ignore. Okay, because the internet is evolving into video. And that's only going to get more obvious, and that growth is only going to become faster as we move into 5G. Okay, about 55% of online searches or online usage is through mobile right now, and that's growing. And when people have split second capabilities on their mobile through that 5G and real time capabilities, that use of video is only going to explode more. I've seen sponsors go that way. I've seen traffic go that way, and it's really something that every small business user needs to be using in their business. So what I want to do is I want to talk about 3 things that I've learned about being successful on YouTube, about growing YouTube not only as an asset in itself, but also to launch new products, to promote your existing products, and to really grow your business. So using YouTube as an asset and in itself, and leveraging it with your existing business. And one of the first things I want to say is that, and you're going to get tired of people saying this, if you spend any time trying to learn how to be successful on YouTube, you're going to get tired of people saying that consistency is one of the keys that you need to be going after. But it is true, and it is, I think, one of those low-hanging fruits and simple truths that you can be successful. You got to think of YouTube as, in some ways, as a traditional media outlet. Okay, YouTube wants to be an alternative to TV. It wants producers and YouTube creators and producers in that traditional media sense. It wants producers that are going to be creating content on a weekly basis, same time every day, same time each week, and bringing people onto YouTube. Okay, it wants producers that are creating must-see Thursday every single week. Okay, so you're not only creating content for your own community and bringing people onto YouTube for that, but you're creating an environment where people will come to YouTube in anticipation of your shows every week, and then they're sticking around for that must-see Thursday kind of idea, right? Must-see Thursday wasn't just Friends coming on every Thursday. It was every show after that, and the fact that NBC could count on people coming for Friends but staying for all those other shows, and that meant obviously billions in ad revenue. So what you want to do is you want to pick at least one day a week, one time during that day that you're going to be uploading or posting a video to go live or to go online every single week. Okay, and it can start out as one day a week. I will tell you that every time I've ramped up my posting schedule from 1 day to 2 days, now to 3 days a week, then I have seen a huge boost in growth. Okay, because just like any other content machine, whether it's blogging, whether it's other e-commerce websites, YouTube, podcasting, this, the more content you get out, the quality content, then obviously the more chances you're going to have to reach people through search, through suggested videos, and that kind of thing. So start out with at least one a week, same time every day, every week, every day, and the same time on that day, and you will build a following for that. The second thing I really learned about YouTube is that you really need to emphasize community and brand around yourself as a person. Okay, a lot to unpack here, a lot of things to read into that, but you really need to be emphasizing within your videos Your channel is a community, okay? It's a group of people built around some shared beliefs and commonalities that are coming together in these videos, okay? It's not just about you. It is about the larger sense and what your community wants to achieve, okay? Because what happens with YouTube is that YouTube pushes your new videos out to a section of your community, right? For every time you put out a new video, it'll push those videos out to some of your community members, some of your subscribers. And you need that smaller section to start clicking on those to give those positive signals back to YouTube. So YouTube says, okay, well, this is popular with the community. Let's test it out with non-subscribers. And so it'll push that video out to some non-subscribers and see how it does there. Right. So the stronger your community is and the stronger your branding is around yourself as a personality, then the more likely those subscribers are going to be to come back to your videos, really whether they're involved or invested in the topic itself, right? So on my channel, I like to cover things like debt, making money, investing. 3 related topics, but not necessarily 3 topics that are going to interest these same people all the time. Right? So if I didn't build my channel around myself as a personality, around that idea of a community, well, then a lot of those subscribers that are there for maybe investing videos, they're not going to click through on the making money videos or the beating debt videos. And that's going to be a real problem because they're not going to click through and they're not going to send those positive signals to YouTube. So you really need to emphasize that sense of community, that sense of shared beliefs and a shared purpose, and start branding around yourself as a person. Okay, we see this really the opposite of this in a lot of the corporate channels. So the channels built around a company that really have a hard time branding around a particular person or a particular person that runs the channel and that it appears in the videos, or that sense of a community, right? People just don't buy into that branding idea. And so a lot of times we'll see those channels suffer on YouTube because they don't have that sense of community. They don't have that sense of brand personality for the channel. So very important. It's actually one of the biggest things that I talk about in my book, Crushing YouTube, really documenting my journey growing my YouTube channel and how you can start on YouTube and to really build that into an asset and a distribution platform. The third thing I want to talk about is really kind of a traditional blogging or small business idea, but so relevant for YouTube as well. And that's diversification of revenue, right? Diversification of different income sources and different ways of making money, because like we see in so many small businesses, like we've seen on online businesses, is that no one income source is usually enough to really make enough money to grow your business as well as it could be. So the idea is finding different income sources, different products, and different services even to combine together and really create something, create an income that's larger than any one particular piece. A lot of, especially on YouTube, a lot of YouTube creators were kicked off the monetization last year when YouTube changed its policy for ads. A lot of people that had been making money on ads were kicked off until they could reach that 1,000 subscribers or the 4,000 watch hours. And it really woke a lot of people up to the fact that you can't just be relying on ads for your YouTube income. So a lot of small business owners are going to know this. You're going to know that you can't just have one product or one service that you rely on. You've got to really branch out into some of these other ideas. So within YouTube, for the people that maybe don't have a service or a product by themselves or within their small business yet, then you're looking at things like, okay, so first your ad income is one thing, but you're also looking at things like sponsorships, you're looking at things like affiliate income, and then eventually growing into your own products, right? So creating your own ebooks, creating your own self-published books, your own courses, and other things that you can sell through this distribution platform that is YouTube. I've actually got some research that I did on YouTube ad income that found that the average the ad rate or the average cost per click that YouTube creators collected, so this is just the creator portion of that, is less than 0.4% actually. So definitely not something you can rely on. And then I talk about some of these other ad sources, so sponsorships, affiliates, your own products, how to not only sell them on YouTube, but how to use your YouTube as a distribution platform to kind of boost other parts of your business, boost your website, and really leverage the two together. So that's just 3 quick things that I've learned about being successful on YouTube, how to use it as its own asset and leverage it with your existing business, with your existing websites. The importance, really, I think, of evolving into internet video, because I think it's so important. I think so many people are neglecting it, but it's not going to be long before you can't neglect it any longer. Okay, so start using YouTube. Start using it just once a week, build up that consistency, build up that community, and emphasize that community around your channel, and start diversifying your revenue into other income sources. I want to thank you again for allowing me to come on the podcast one more time and really talk about this, because I think it's so important for small business owners, and I think it's really going to mean a big difference for a lot of people out there.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Now, I hope that training helped you out if you are struggling with building your YouTube channel, if you're looking for more tips and tricks on how to do it faster, or if you say, I'm not yet in YouTube, I need to be. I hope that motivated you a little bit, and we'll give a link to Joseph's YouTube channel in the show notes. But in the meantime, if you're just driving or listening or walking, maybe pull out your phone, open up the YouTube app, and subscribe to Joseph. And I find that helps. Sometimes even though I might not have time to watch many person's videos, I might just subscribe to them. That way they get on my radar and I can see what it is they're doing. I can look at their subjects, titles, thumbnails. Again, even if they're not in the same industry as me, I can get some ideas, and maybe something will rub off and it will motivate me to crank out some more videos. Go to YouTube and subscribe to Joseph. That is Joseph. That's his first name. And his last name is Hogue. That way you can subscribe to his channel and discover more about how you can grow YouTube as an asset, not just from ad revenue, but affiliate links, product placements, launching new products, and to get some results, because he mentioned there that you need to be consistent, put out new content every week at the same time. And that's easier to do if you know what the output will be. If you know that you'll get X number of likes, views, subscribers, money, you'll be more motivated to go and produce consistently and get consistent results. If you're interested in Joe's website, go to myworkfromhomemoney.com. But the best place to watch him right now is to go on YouTube and search for Joseph Hogue, subscribe, and see what he has coming out. So thanks, Joseph, for inspiring and educating us. We'll see you next time. Want to listen to more fantastic Marketers of the Day? Subscribe to us at marketeroftheday.com/iTunes and browse past episodes at marketeroftheday.com.